Drop the beat.
Hi guys, my name is Miller and welcome back to a new video. So yesterday I streamed the full finale of the Porsche 70th anniversary, and today I will try to make a summary and go deeper into some things of this finale, so if you're doubting to get the cars or not, this video might help you out clearing up some things. Timestamps for each car can be found in the description if you're interested in tunes, etc. So for the finale, it's an 80 races long event to unlock a 918 Spider with the Martini Racing livery. The other rewards come down to 3.9 million cash, 460 gold coins, which I consider as extremely low, 16 uncommon, 16 rare and 12 epic fusion parts, again which is extremely low. For each car, 2 stage 6 parts, which is good, not gonna complain about that. 400 bronze keys, 280 silver keys and only 16 gold keys. To be able to win this final car, you will have to beat all 80 races, which means that you will need the 4 pillars of the car enthusiast world, which are the racer, displayed by Mark Webber with the GT2 RS, the tuner by Akira Nakai with his custom built RWB Rotana 993, Magnus Walker his 277 Urban Outlaw representing the collector, and the superfan Bruce Canepa with his 959 SC. So the event is split up into 4 parts of each 20 races for each car. You have to start with the Urban Outlaw, followed up by the GT2 RS, Rotana in third, and to close off the 959 to seal the deal. The event has some extra fun race modes, like for example the 0 to 100 miles per hour, or in my case 0 to 161 kilometers per hour sprint races, speed trap races where for once you want to be going over the limit, and my all-time favorite, relay races. First, more explanation about the relay races. Relay races are race modes where you will face 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, or 4 versus 4, and the total time matters instead of just the head-to-head times. If you lose the first race, the next race your opponent can leave before you at the starting line the exact amount of time that he beat you by. If you win, he has to hold at the starting line. This is a race mode that can be a lot of fun if it's spread over different tiers, where you have to start with a tier 1 versus the opponent having a tier 5 for example. But at the end, you will get the return of the favor when you're in a tier 5 and your opponent runs a tier 1, so then you just sweep past by him. This makes it an unpredictable way of racing, which I really like and I hope to see more in the future, as this was by far my favorite game mode in CSR 1. Also, before we start the event, on every lock-in of a car you will get a free Porsche crate for that exact car. So if you were stuck and you need to buy or wait for the free crate every 2 days, the crate will only contain stage 6 parts for the car that you're stuck with, the one completely on the left. On the other hand, I tried completing the event using all stage 5 parts with all fusion parts installed, and I was able to complete it with the exception of the second and the third to final races, where I needed the body stage 6 part to finish it off. But besides that, the finale is pretty doable only with stage 5 parts with all fusion parts fitted. For each car, I will be showing the hardest sprint race, the hardest speed trap, and the hardest head-to-head race. To start off, Magnus Walker's 277 Urban Outlaw, which is my favorite by far of the 4 cars. I didn't have to retune or do anything special to beat the first 20 races, so I'll just show the tune first and then the 3 important races, and as you will see, they're pretty easy. The second car you have to lock in is the GT2 RS, one of the players' favorites. This one was pretty easy as well up until race 40, where you need to beat a speed trap of 413 km per hour. After some struggling, I found a way to beat that speed without having to retune the car. This is the trick that I used. So it's a tad harder but still possible with only stage 5 parts and all fusion parts fitted. And third comes Akira Nakai's RWB Rotana 993. Definitely a very special car. This was also pretty straightforward, so here is a tune and the 3 hardest races. To close off the 959 SC, my least favorite personally. This one was pretty easy up until race 78, where you'll need a stage 6 part to beat this race for sure. On the other hand, it can be done with only just one stage 6 part. I used the body and the following tune to beat races 78 and 79. For race 80, which is a 4v4 relay race, I thought I'd go flat out and use all my maxed out cars, and again it was pretty easy. Here is a race and a delivery of the awesome 918 Spider with the Martini Racing livery. So it wasn't too hard of an event, gladly. But if you need to start saving up cash and Porsche fusion parts as of now, you are a little bit too late to the game. This is a huge cost for in-game cash in general, around 35 million. And you need a ton load of fusion parts laying around, otherwise you'll miss out on it. If you miss only one car, go ahead, buy the final one, and if you miss more cars than just one, I think you're better off saving up for the Javelin coming up soon as well. It's a fun game mode which I really want to see back in the future with the relay races, and I absolutely love the 918 Spider with the awesome livery. I do hope that in the future we can see some races and events like this, but with cars that you can win through drop rates, like for example a Liberty Walk event with a finale attached to it. The cup for the 918 will launch in just under 2 days, and then we'll see what the full potential is for the car, as the leaderboard will just fill up with fast drivers. I heard quite some complaints as well that it's not fair that you can't just pick the first car you want to run with, but I think it's to avoid people picking the Urban Outlaw as last car where you have to face a 9-second car. Also, the relay races are mapped in such a way that you can actually win them with the cars you have to use. The order also seems pretty straightforward to me, with the 277 which was the cheapest one out there, so I assume it's going to be the most sold one. GT2 RS was definitely a player's favorite, with the RWB in second, and the 959 SC was the least favorite one. So by that logic, people who bought, like for example, only the 277 and the GT2 RS, you get to finish the first 40 races. Tomorrow I will try to release a 7.42 tune for the 918 Martini livery package. Alongside that, 11.9 tune for the ASC and a tune for the Halloween final prize with some extra info around the Cayman GT4 Salzburg and also the Halloween Cup with the cars that you have to use. Before closing off, I want to thank Natural Motion for providing me all the items to make this video on my dummy account, as I used my main account already to stream this all. And thank you all for watching my last live stream last night and also for this video. I will close off here, like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. My name is Mille, see you around and keep racing.